make it trickier?
It's trickier already. Ready?
No, but trickier.
Everyone.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5, verse 9.
Ready to make it more challenging?
Yes!
And this one. Okay. Repeat, can we do it?
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5, verse 9.
Beautiful. Okay, grade 1. It is so important that you are listening to our story today because
It's important to listen.
it is just important to listen to the story. And also, there is a Bible test after this.
Oh.
Okay.
I love Bible tests.
You love Bible tests?
Yeah, me too.
Awesome. Okay. Let's make sure we're not playing with things. Jordan, put your test folder down below your seat, please. And Sam is gone today, so I think I need Rebecca, my floors person, to help me with this. Rebecca, can you please bring this up and down the aisle for me? She's not giving it to everyone, she's just showing it. King Ahab enjoyed spending time in his country residence or his country home with Jezreel, improving the beautiful gardens that surrounded his luxurious palace. On the other side of the royal property lay a well-kept vineyard owned by a man named Naboth, who had inherited the property from his parents or his grandparents. As King Ahab looked at Naboth's vineyard day after day, he began to want it for himself, thinking how much larger and finer his garden would be if he just had that land. I think I'll buy it, he told himself. Ahab covets Naboth's vineyard. What does covet mean? It's a big word. What does covet mean, Matthew?
It means he buys it.
Not quite. He wants to buy it.
Asking.
Sebastian?
Like cubbies?
Not like. Abe?
He gets handcuffs.
Nope. Brandon?
It means he wants it and he's jealous.
Good. It means that he wants it and that he's jealous so much that he wants it. Does that make sense, grade 1? Beautiful. So King Ahab paid a visit to his neighbor Naboth. I would like to buy your vineyard, said the king. It is near my palace and it would be perfect for a garden of herbs. I will pay you well for it, or if you prefer, I will give you another vineyard that's better in exchange. Naboth did not want to sell his vineyard to the king because it had been in Naboth's family for years. His father lived there and his father before that. Naboth loved this place. He had so many memories there for him. More than that, he knew that in the scriptures, God had instructed his people not to sell any property they had inherited from their fathers unless it was completely necessary. Naboth knew that it was not necessary for him to sell his land, and he wished to obey the law of God. He told King Ahab, "No, I do not wish to sell my property. The Lord forbid me that I should give this inheritance of my fathers to thee." In this way, he boldly told King Ahab that it would be wrong for him to sell his inheritance to the king. Naboth was one of the 7,000 Israelites who still bowed to God and not the idol Baal. And I'll show you another picture. Ahab pouts. Ahab was extremely displeased with Naboth's refusal to sell the vineyard. Dejected and feeling sorry for himself, the king went home to his luxurious palace and lay down on his bed. When his servants brought food to him, Ahab refused to eat it and turned his face to the wall. Ahab was used to getting what he wanted. What difference did God's laws make to him? He wanted Naboth's piece of land. His heart was set on it. Ahab was guilty of the sin of coveting, or wanting something so much that it disturbed his inward peace. One of God's 10 commandments is, "Thou shalt not covet." The Bible says that coveting is the same thing as worshiping false gods. When we want something so badly that it makes us pout and feel sorry for ourselves, we are actually worshiping that thing. Whether it be a new bicycle, something new to wear, a friend, a piece of cake, or anything else. We are making our happiness depend on getting that thing rather than finding our happiness in God. Coveting often leads to people to commit other sins, like lying, stealing, or even murder. Something is making the king very sad, the servants said to each other. Queen Jezebel, knowing that the king was pouting, asked him, "What is the matter? Why are you so mad? And why are you so sad that you will not eat?" He asked her husband. "Because I asked Naboth, who owns the beautiful vineyard next to our palace, to sell me his vineyard. I told him I would pay him good money or give him a better vineyard in exchange, but he refused." Jezebel answered, "Don't you govern Israel? You're the king, are you not? Well, you can have whatever you want. Don't worry about it another minute." Jezebel paced back and forth across the room. Then, turning to her husband, she said, "Get up, eat, and be happy, because I will get Naboth's vineyard for you. I have a plan that won't fail." Ahab listened to Jezebel's plan. Then he left it all up to her, knowing that his wife had ways of getting what she wanted. Jezebel set to work immediately. She wrote letters to the elders of the town of Jezreel, where Naboth lived, commanding them to proclaim a fast. This was done in Israel during times of great calamities or when crimes were committed. Jezebel wrote instructions to these elders and sealed the orders with the king's seal, as if they were coming from King Ahab. We'll read more Monday.
Yeah, because we'll say that.
Grade 1, can you tell me, actually Tuesday, but grade 1, can you tell me, what does it mean to covet again? Jordan, respect it. Levi?
Covet means you get jealous of something else that somebody else has.
Good, you get jealous of something else that someone else has, and why is it such a great sin? Rebecca?
Because it's sort of like an idol.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like an idol. We kind of worship the thing that we want so much that we care more about that than finding our happiness or knowing that anything God provides for us is good enough. Does that make sense, grade 1? Okay, and why else is coveting bad? What does it lead to? Jordan? Brandon?
Lying and killing and stealing.
Good. It leads to other sins like lying and stealing and killing even. Dawson? Okay, grade 1, we have a test So I want you to take out your test folders. As soon as you get this test, you're going to put your name on the top.
Oh, your neighbor has test folders? They hand out the paper. Like to do that, Mrs. Bob.
Yep, Abram and Megan, they're my handouts. Abram and Megan, please hand those out real quick for me. Make sure you have your pencil and eraser. Megan, quickly, please. Anything. Come on!
Thank you.
Can we go to the bathroom? I'm doing a test right now, really.
Hannah.
Alright, as soon as you get this paper, you're writing your name on it.
I need extra.
Megan will hand them out.
This is what I just make me love.
Just hand them to Jordan when you go back. Oh, that's okay. I'll take it. Alright, in 10 seconds, grade 1, you are going to show me that you are completely ready. Just like our spelling test, our voices need to be off. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now your voice is off. Okay. Question number 1 says, the king of Israel in Elijah's time was Jeroboam or Ahab. If you think it was Jeroboam, circle Jeroboam. If you think it was Ahab, circle Ahab. Sit in your seat. You are not looking at other people's work right now. All the way down. No, no. Answer the question. Number 2 says, Ahab's wife Jezebel was a wicked woman. Yes, you agree, or no, you disagree. Answer it. I'm not going to tell you no. Or no. Number 3 says, for worshiping Baal, the Lord punished Israel with A, no rain or dew, or hail and fire. You circle which one you think it is. Number 4 says, at the brook Cherith, Elijah hunted for food or was brought food. Circle hunted for food if you think it was hunted for food. Circle brought food if you think it was brought food. In Elijah's time was Jeroboam or Ahab. Ahab was Jezebel was a wicked woman. The Lord punished Israel with the rain, the hail, and fire. Number 5 says the oil and meal or flour of the widow woman finally disappeared or always was enough. Number 5, did the oil and flour from the widow woman disappear or was there always enough? And I've been hearing voices. Number 6 says, who made the boy of the widow woman alive? Was it God or was it Elijah? Number 7, Obadiah, the servant of Ahab, feared the Lord? When he was grown up or already when he was young? Did he fear the Lord? Did he trust in God his whole life? Or just when he was an adult? Okay, then you circle already when he was young. So when he was grown up or his whole life when he was young. Number 8, on Mount Carmel, Baal answered the men who cried to him, yes or no?
Obadiah, the servant of Ahab, feared the Lord. A, when he was grown up, or B, already when he was young. Okay, and number 8, now Carmel Baal answered the men who cried to him, yes or no?
Okay, number 9 says, when Elijah was under the juniper tree, A, he wanted to die, or B, he felt happy. When Elijah was under the juniper tree, A, he wanted to die, B, he felt happy. Number 10. Was Elijah the only one left who didn't bow his knees to Baal? Yes or no? Number 11. Who would be the prophet after Elijah? It sounds a lot the same, but it goes Eli. Don't say it out. Just try. Not enough.
Pardon?
Just try and sound out what you think the rest of his name is. It started there for you. You try and do the rest of the name.
Elijah.
After, do not shout it out. After Elijah comes Eli. What? Try and fill in the letters what you think they are. And number 12 you can cross up. No, we're not going to do it. You can just put an X through number 12.
I want to do it though.
Number 12 you can just put an X through.
Let's scribble on it. Or scribble it.
Alright, good one. Is there anyone who would like me to repeat a question?
Not me. Not me. Not me.
Alrighty.
Yes, so what question is it?
11.
Number 11 says, who would be the prophet after Elijah? His name starts like this. Eli, and then it says something else, but I can't tell you what it is. I said it twice, 8. Do not shout out the answer. Okay. You should still be sitting in your seat right now.
I don't, but I can make one up.
If you